been here. It's been months since you visited.
The stage is still set up, I see.
I knew you'd be back.
Am I too late for rehearsal?
Meg, are the babies all right?
What?
Is that blood?
It's jam!
Jam?
Blood, Joe. Don't be so dramatic. You've been writing too many stories.
Why are you crying?
Where's Marmy?
She's changing Papa's bandages.
I'll come back another time.
You could talk to me, Meg.
I need a grown woman's perspective.
Well, I'm here, Meg.
I can't say. It's too shameful.
Try.
Well, I'm home alone with the babies all day, you know. And Demi is starting to crawl. I can't leave him alone for a moment, but I see him headed toward the fire.
Yeah.
And Daisy has colic. She won't stop crying. And they're both teething. I never realized what an angel Hannah is here. With all the chores, they just never end. And we can't afford any help. John works hard enough just to keep a roof over our head. I'm so tired of being poor. It's not fun at all being the mistress of the house, really. So, I'm home alone with the twins. All day, Joe. Alone. And all day of every day I'm fighting a battle against the nappies and bottles and swaddling clothes of the world, and I am always losing.
Oh, Meg, it'll be all right.
But today, they both took a nap at the same time, and it was so quiet, and I sat and thought, what if there was anything I could wish for in the world right now? And I thought, all I want is jam.
It's all right to have jam.
So I tore through the cupboard and found an old pot of raspberry jam and ate it right out of the jar, Joe, like a child, and was happy for a moment. Just one little peaceful moment. Just for me. And then, just then, like she sensed it, Daisy woke up and started wailing, and that woke Demi, and he started wailing, and I should have gone. I should have gone and picked them up, but then I couldn't. I started wailing, and that's how John found me, crying and covered with jam, with the babies screaming in their nursery.
Oh.
And John asked why I hadn't picked up the babies, and I cried, and John asked why I hadn't made dinner, and I cried, and then he asked why I was so messy, and I cried, and then he said I was being hysterical, and I said hysterical is just what men call women, who bear and bear what men never could, and then finally snapped.
Serves him right, stuffy old Brooks.
He is, isn't he? Stiff and stuffy, thank you. And then we had a big row, and I told him if he wanted some perfect lady at all times, then he could just go off and find one, and I stormed out. I wanted to come home, you know? Real home. I wanted to come back and be a little girl again, not somebody's jam-covered wife or crying mother.
And then do that, Meg. Come back and live here.
Could the babies come too? I couldn't leave them.
They could sleep in the attic.
I don't think there'll be enough room. They just keep growing and growing.
Everything can be just as it was, Meg.
What about John?
Forget about him. It never happened. Stuffy old Brooks.
Meg, I'm so sorry. I've been working so hard, and I was being very cruel, very
stiff?
rigid, yes, unfeeling, very...
Stuffy?
Very stuffy. Please, come home, Meg. I need you. The babies need you.
No. Not stuffy, John. I'm sorry, Joe. I was just being childish.
Didn't you want to talk to Marmy?
Joe, I'm the Marmy now.
Oh, what end of a maiden's art. I have to write.